My name is Janelle. It is so great to have you here on the channel. I wanted to do a little bit of an intro with you, give you a little bit of an idea about who I am and some of the background of the channel, as well as just where I see this channel going. So come on a journey with me. Picture it, Southeast Wisconsin, February 2021. We're in the middle of a snowstorm. Shocker, I know. But my husband, we'll call him Jonathan, was outside plowing in the middle of a snowstorm. It was bad. It was cold, and I felt really bad. I wanted to do something that would make him come in and feel a little bit more relieved while he was outside freezing. So I decided, well, he's cold. I'm going to stay warm and run some warm water and do the dishes. We were backed up on the dishes. We have not had a working dishwasher. I'd probably say since maybe July of 2020. So our dishwasher has turned into a huge drying rack. So I took the opportunity to just wash the dishes, and it's nice having that big drying rack to put the dishes to dry off when I was done. Well, I found myself getting really proud of myself that I had done that. And I am not a person who likes to clean at all. I do not clean. When Jonathan and I met, I had a cleaning lady. I never claimed to be one of those cleaning housewives. So I started really enjoying having those dishes cleaned. So I would start doing them every night and just stay on top of them because it was making me feel really good to have those done. Just that little thing meant so much to me. So then I started kind of, oh, well, maybe we'll kind of wipe down the counter a little bit and, you know, spread the love a little, and I found myself liking that. Fast forward a couple of weeks, and we had to go to Costco. Now, I don't go into Costco, Jonathan does, but he wanted to go in the middle of the day, and quite frankly, it is really busy there, and he'd have to park way far away, then walk up to the store, then go through the store. And we aren't what you might call the most physically fit people. So it was going to really hurt. And he has aches and pains. That's what happens when you get older. I hate to tell you this, kids, but it happens. And so I said, well, I'll drive you there. I'll drop you off at the door. And then I'll go park and then come around and get you out when you're coming out. Because I was not going to go in the store. Like, okay. So while I was waiting for him, I found myself on TikTok, as you do, and scrolling through my For You page, and I came across a video of a woman who was just restocking her fridge or pantry, and I loved it. It looked so nice and organized, and I wanted to get that myself somehow. But again, our house is messy. We're not like you can't walk messy, but it needs a definite good cleaning, a good decluttering, and just straightening up. So when we got home, he and I talked. We had a counter that was full of tins of freeze-dried food. I thought maybe we could just start with that because that's sort of a bit of an eyesore. So maybe we can find plastic containers that we can put those in. And so we're like, well, let's just start with that. So we ordered a bunch of plastic containers and we started putting all the tins away. And we ended up with this glorious little piece of cabinetry work area. It was great. We moved things around. We got rid of some things that we didn't want. It was great. There's still some work to be done in there, but it was a wonderful start and good enough. So as time went on, and I was feeling like I was going through all the videos on TikTok that I could on cleaning and organizing just to watch the videos and try to gain some tips. But the videos are only about a minute long, so you don't really get a huge blurb on there. I wanted something more than that so I didn't have to keep searching or having to deal with the same videos. That's when I found myself on YouTube searching for cleaning videos. And then I found some women on here that had cleaning motivation videos, and I found myself actually getting kind of motivated watching them and getting excited to do some cleaning, which was completely unheard of from me. But I was getting a little hyped up here. It was getting good. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to fully relate to them. For example, they have kids. almost all of them have kids. And I don't. We have fur kids. We have a 3.5-year-old American Pit Bull Terrier named Pip, and we have two 15-year-old cats named Mira and Marcella. So we still have the fur to clean up, but we're not cleaning up like kids' toys or having to do extra laundry for, the kids' laundry or anything like that. We don't have that added pressure that these moms have. And so I felt like I love the videos, but I don't really need to see them cleaning up the toys as much. And then another thing was they're stay-at-home moms, which is amazing and does not get enough credit. However, I work outside the house. I work 40 hours in an office setting, and that's not counting drive time to and from. So when I get home on Monday through Friday at like 5:15, 5:30, I want to spend time with Jonathan. I want to sit down. We want to talk about our day. We want to just talk about life in general. We've been married for 15 years and we still enjoy each other's company. I don't want to lose that. We want to watch the shows that we're watching on, Netflix or Hulu or whatever, and just spend time together. Life is short, right? So who wants to spend it cleaning? Another thing that the women were able to offer that I wasn't is that they were young, they were physically fit, they're probably in their late 20s, early 30s, climbing on counters, crawling around on the floor. That ain't happening here. I am in my 40s. I am morbidly obese. I have a disease called lymphedema, which means that lymphatic fluid tends to get pooled in the bottom of my legs. For me, it can also happen in arms or basically any air part of the body, but for me it's my legs. And while I've been dealing with it since I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer when I was 23, it's difficult. It's not a curable disease. It is a manageable disease, and I do manage it. If you're interested in learning more about it, because a lot in the medical field aren't very aware of this disease, they don't spend a lot of time on it, despite that it affects the lymphatic system, which is basically like your entire body, then I'm going to link down below to Lymphatic Education and Research Network so that you can learn some more information about it. But because of this, for me moving, it feels like I'm moving my legs that are like 100 pounds each at least. They can be pretty rough. Another thing that I had noticed is that while I didn't look at some of their initial videos that the moms were making, their houses were still pretty clean. So it felt a lot more like it was a lot of decluttering videos that just happen as you go through life, or it was that picking up regular cleaning kind of videos. I'm at ground zero. I need help now. Like I said, we can walk through our house, but there's definite some organization and cleanliness that needs to happen around here. And I just couldn't relate to that. Their house, from my perspective, was already pretty clean. So it's hard to relate in that way. And again, these women are awesome and I love them and I continue to watch their videos. It's just more fun if you can totally relate to a person. Another aspect that I ran into was when I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. And she's like, I don't mind cleaning. The problem is that when I clean, it needs to be perfect. So she's spending her time doing this cleaning, but she won't start the project unless she can completely finish it and that it's perfect at the end of the deal. And in my opinion, it's just a lot of pressure on yourself that you don't necessarily need. Now, I love a clean house. Who doesn't love a clean house, right? But sometimes you just need to relieve some of the pressure on yourself and for your own mental health and enjoy life and realize that, you know what? You may not have vacuum lines, but that's good enough. You still vacuumed a bit. All of these different factors is what led to this channel's creation. I wanted an accountability partner. I do really well with accountability. So I wanted people to help keep me in line, keep me on track. And that's going to be all of you guys. So, surprise, you have a new job. So I wanted to not only have you guys encourage me on my journey to a more clean and organized home, but I wanted to be that accountability person for you too. I want to be that channel that if somebody's having a rough day and they're just feeling overwhelmed, to just remember that it's good enough to be not perfect. We don't have to be perfect. And I want you to be able to relieve yourself of that pressure. And I want to be there on your journey as well and encourage you and give you positive content and feedback and just positivity all around so that we can all move on and get our lives in order and not feel so overwhelmed by life in general, right? The whole point of everything is that we're going to be building habits. So like where I started gradually with just doing the dishes, and then I added in wiping down the sink, and then I might add in another task or add in another task. It's all about building habits and not overwhelming ourselves, but being proud of what we've done. And I look forward to just being able to create new habits with everybody. So content, after all, that's what you guys are here for. Let's talk about the content of the channel. I plan to offer you a video of my weekly, nightly cleaning routine. Another line of videos that I plan to offer is for my weekend projects. So what I did was I made a list of a little bit more time consuming projects, whether it's cleaning out a cabinet or a closet or whatever, decluttering, whatever the case may be. I created a list and then I assigned one project for each weekend. That way it wasn't too overwhelming for that weekend. I still have time to relax because after all, it's the weekend. I want to relax with my husband and my pets. But I can still feel that I've accomplished something and gotten closer to my goal of ultimate decluttering of the house. So I'll have you along for those journeys as well. And finally, last but not least, I want to create motivation for you guys. I want to have some of those random videos where maybe it's just me talking, maybe an unboxing of cleaning supplies or whatever else. I just want to be able to help you guys along this journey as a way of saying thank you for helping me along with this journey. So if there's anything that you'd like to see on this channel, whether it's questions that you have for me or suggestions or tips, or you just want to say hi, or whatever the case is, please tell me in the comments below. And as every YouTuber says, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And please share this channel with anybody that you think could use this level of motivation and positivity. And let's go on this journey together. I look forward to encouraging all of you, just like you will be encouraging me. And I fully appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. And remember, the more the merrier. Bring all your friends. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be fun. And just remember, you do not have to be picture perfect. It is okay to be good enough. And that is great with us.